Hello friends. I'm just gonna do this video. I'm parked right now, but I am about to pull off and go to a friend's house to visit with them. So I figured, why not just do this video right now, because I got things to say. Yesterday something happened to me, and I really I saw something and I was just kind of taken back by it and just appalled by it. So last night, I'm just minding my own business. I'm scrolling through Facebook, and a Facebook friend of mine whom I have never met in like face to face, but I've talked to over Messenger a few times. She just recently, I'm hoping my phone doesn't fall because I have it propped up and I'm driving. So if it falls, I'm not going to be able to catch it. I'm just going to have to you're just going to have to listen to me drive until I get to where I can stop it. Anyway, this is going to be very interesting. I had a Facebook friend, or have a Facebook friend, that had a brand new baby boy, and she chose to have this baby circumcised. I do not personally have an opinion one way or the other on that. I just don't. It's whatever. Your baby, whatever. Anyway, apparently her post on asking for prayer for her baby to feel better was shared on some anti-circumcision group, and the poor girl, I don't even think has had a chance to see all of this yet, but there's like 500 comments on there. Everybody is harassing her about circumcising her baby and telling her how awful she is. So I say all this to say the video is not about the issue of circumcision, because I just don't care about it. The video is just like, why? Why do you have to throw your opinion in there to the point of hurting another person? Like, what does that do? Does showing up on social media to say something negative to someone, a complete stranger at that, really make a difference in somebody's life? No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all make a difference in anyone's life. All it does is create strife and create heartache, and it just, why? If you're not contributing anything positive to the world, just keep your mouth shut. You know what I mean? It just really, it rubbed me the wrong way. So guess what I did? Those of you that know me know that, like, I mean, you know, I'm drama free. I don't like it when I feel it coming, when I sense somebody's about it. I will remove myself from that person or that situation. However, when I see someone getting attacked ruthlessly and senselessly, I will step in. So I stepped in and said a few things. Nothing out of line. Basically just taking up for the poor girl. And then another friend of mine stepped in and said a few things. And I certainly knew that nothing I was going to say was going to change any of the people who were being nasty's mind. That was not my goal. My goal was to let the poor girl know that there's other people out here who are taking up for you. I mean, she's a brand new mom, and these people were ruthlessly attacking her on Facebook over something she did that millions of other people do with their newborn baby. So I'm just here, like, I just wanted to say, you know, in Facebook life and in real life, if you don't have anything positive to contribute to someone's situation, just don't say anything. You know, I have very, very strong political views and very strong religious views on what I believe. You know, I'm pretty set in stone about that. However, I have many friends who believe differently than me, and we just agree to disagree. I mean, that's okay. You can agree to disagree. As an adult, you need to learn how to agree to disagree for the sake of your own peace and for the sake of everyone else's. If you're a complainer, if you're somebody who's walking around complaining about everything every day, not only are you going to be miserable, but everyone around you is. So basically, this whole thing, that just set me off when I saw that yesterday. And I just wanted to come on here and just let everyone know, it's okay. It's okay to be mad about something. It's okay to have strong opinions about something, but it is not ever okay to make somebody else feel like less than a person or feel like they should be shamed or anything. I mean, I don't care what it is. You know what the Bible says about that? The Bible says that love is the answer to everything. So you want somebody to change? Love them. And why is that? Because Jesus is love. God is love. So God is the only person on the face of the planet, in the heavens, wherever, that is going to change anyone at any time. So if you want to see a situation or someone change, complaining at them, berating them, belittling them, quote unquote, here's my favorite, educating them, is not going to change anything. Nothing. Because I promise you, after all those comments I saw on that post yesterday that girl made, not one of them educated me on anything except for the fact that nasty people are alive and they are well and they are thriving and they are attacking a stranger over something she did with her newborn baby. I had to, and I finally just had to say, you know what? These people, man, they're not going to get it. I mean, so here's the thing. There's so many people in the world that have opinions about everything we do. I mean, there's people that have opinions about everything I do. You just can't live for them. You can't live for what anybody else thinks. You have to protect your peace and yourself. So when those people come at you, you're not swayed and you're not moved. And when you do respond, you respond out of peace and out of love, even though it's very hard sometimes. But always choose love. Always choose the route of peace. Always choose to be a beacon of light to somebody. I don't care what they've done, where they've been, who they are, or anything. You do not have the right to belittle anyone. You don't have the right to cast judgment on anyone. We can judge, as Christians, we are called to judge each other's actions, not judge someone as a person as a whole. You don't have the right to do that. You can judge someone's actions. You can correct an action in love, but two wrongs don't make a right. Berating someone, belittling them, calling them names never ever makes a situation right. It just makes two wrongs. So I'm just, I love to kind of take up for people who are being, I guess, pushed around, and I'm always a fan of the underdog, always, but there comes a point where it's going to be a personal responsibility for each one of us to not, do the wrong thing, and to not be mean, and to not be ugly, and to stop talking before we get to that point, and to start choosing to love one another. And sometimes loving somebody just means keeping your mouth shut. A lot of times for me, that's what it means, because I'm not going to educate anybody into changing. Neither are you. But you know what will change somebody? You getting to know them. You learning to love them as they are, where they are. The only reason I'm where I am today is because someone chose to love me in my mess and didn't judge me as a person and corrected me out of love. So if you want somebody or something to change, you love that person. And that's the only answer. Because otherwise, you're going to be miserable. You're going to make everybody else miserable. And nobody's going to want to be around you. And I know this is harsh. I get it. I know it is. But if you're just tuning in, so I had a Facebook friend yesterday who had a newborn baby boy, and she chose to circumcise him. And oh my goodness, she was attacked ruthlessly by so many strangers. And it just reminded me of the dark side of humanity and how awful we can be, you know, on the heels of this horrible election season where we saw all of that in its ugliness time and time again. You know, now I'm seeing it thrown at a first-time mother with a newborn. So the whole purpose of this is just to kind of, you know, remind everybody that love is always the answer. It's always the answer. I hope you hear my heart through this, because I'm not trying to like point the finger at anybody, especially not anybody watching this, but I am trying to get the point across that Jesus said, love is the answer. Jesus preached, love is the answer. Jesus never condemned. Jesus never talked about hell. That's another topic for another time. We won't go into that right now. But man, if you just put down your differences and look at what you do have in common with people, and look at what people are doing right instead of what people are doing wrong, you'll find out that you can love a whole lot more people than you thought you could. But anyway, that's the end of my rant for today, because I have arrived at where I was going. So, hope you guys have a good day, and remember to be kind to everybody. Please be kind.